Yeah.
What's the one question when people come up to you on the street or wherever they accost you? What's the one question about the show that you get?
Are you Damon?
Right, exactly. What happened to your hair? No, I mean, I'll be completely and totally honest with you. I think that I'm hard pressed to think of anybody ever coming up to me since the show ended and asking me a question about the show. It hasn't happened. If I'm recognized, which is very rare, they'll come up and they'll express some sort of sentiment about having watched the show and liking the show. If they're going to say something negative about the show, they're certainly not going to walk up to me and share that feeling. So in forums like this, the question that, ironically, that we've been asked the most is, what's the one question that you get asked most about the show?
That's extremely meta.
Yeah, it is.
That really is. That's blowing my mind right now.
Yeah.
Are you going to do a show about that?
Yeah, it's
We will.
I'm looking into a mirror,
Wow,
and there's a mirror in the background.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're not even high.
What has taken the place of Lost, if anything, in kind of fan exuberance that we saw for the show?
You know, it's not really our place to answer that question. It does feel like there are fan zeitgeists around shows long before ours came along. Certainly all of Joss Whedon's shows, the Buffyverse, Firefly, were huge fan communities before Lost even existed. And then once Lost was gone, you started seeing people go nuts about Breaking Bad or continuing to go nuts about Mad Men. We just mentioned True Detective, where in just 8 episodes they had people freeze framing and dissecting and looking back at lines of dialogue and arguing over whether the show was supernatural or non-supernatural. And so that all feels familiar and fun, but in no way feels like, the Lost audience went over to True Detective.
That dude lifted up Matthew McConaughey. That felt pretty supernatural to me.
It did, yeah.
I mean, it's like just like one hand.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, apparently, spoiler alerts now last weeks after episodes air. Yeah.
What are you most excited about with the 10th anniversary reunion?
I think it's just, it's going to be really fun to see the fans and just to get together with the cast. I mean, we haven't really seen each other since the show ended, so this is the first time that all of us are getting together. I mean, Damon and I see each other, but
we don't talk to each other.
But we just see each other. We just sit there and then we don't actually say anything.
We stare.
So, yes. So, it's just going to be fun to be here with everybody and to really appreciate, who appreciates the show. That's simple.